All right. Well, hi, Adrienne. How are you today?
Grace, good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for being our first guest on our series here. So it's so nice to have you here via video from your home.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
And you were just telling me before we started recording that you work from home normally, right?
Right, right. I work from home normally, and my husband works from home normally. So it's not that different, except we have, the two little girls home all the time now.
Oh boy.
But it's fun. We've been having a good time with it.
Well, if any pets or kids end up photobombing the feed, that is a-okay.
It's lunchtime, and I'm letting them watch a show, so we should be okay.
Yeah, all the screen rules just don't apply right now.
Exactly. When you need them quiet, that'll be fine.
So for it, yeah. So you're here because you are the executive director of CMW, which is
Yes,
Children's
yes,
Music
Children's
Workshop.
Music Workshop.
Maybe for the
Yeah.
people who aren't familiar with it, can you tell us a little bit about what CMW does?
Sure. CMW, we're a children's theater group, and we offer some theater opportunities for kids going into grade 1 all the way through age 20, depending on the program that we use. So we've got lots of different opportunities for kids. And one of the things that we really do, in addition to putting on these great big performances, is we kind of pride ourselves on making sure each kid has some sort of nice highlighted moment. But in addition to kind of teaching, performance, there's so much more that goes in to putting on a play or a musical. And that's kind of what we pride ourselves on, is kind of teaching the communication and the teamwork that is also involved in putting on a musical, and all of that kind of helps with self-confidence and helps develop leadership skills. And so musical theater is it's really a great way to tie all of that in together.
That's great. Yeah, and I mean, talk about teamwork. Some of the shows you do, you have upwards of like 60 to 80 kids involved, right? And
Yes, yes. Yeah, we've some of our big shows usually have around 70 to 75. The show that we were just doing, that unfortunately we had to postpone, we had 81 kids
oh my
in
God.
Frozen Junior. Right.
Oh,
So
that is insane. Yeah, just I know that when I see you on the main stage, when you have the your fall productions on the main stage theater, you fill up the stage so well with all these little people. They're just everywhere. And that what you said about giving everyone a time to shine, all the little ones, they all have their highlight songs, and it's just
yeah,
so cute. And all the parents have a chance to point out and say, "Oh, there's mine," Yeah, they
there
are.
they are. Everybody has a nice moment for themselves, which is always, it's important.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that your current show, Frozen, is frozen. It's on hold at
It's
the moment.
frozen. It's frozen right now. It's postponed indefinitely, but we will do it. The show will go on
Okay.
at some point.
Mhm.
The problem is we just don't know when. It was supposed to be April 17th through the 19th, but obviously, that's not going to work. So we're looking at different options. One of the things with having to postpone it is, I mentioned we got 81 kids,
Mhm.
right? 81 kids, and we got about 75% of the way there,
Ah,
right? So these are kids who have we've been working since middle of January,
mhm.
right? And then middle of March is when we had to kind of cease operations on it. So you have to think, those kids have put so much into it so far. They've auditioned, they've, received their parts, they've been working and working and working, and screech, we
Mhm.
can't go any further. Um, so our idea, and it's just an idea now, is we're going to postpone it, but what it will probably end up doing is replacing our fall 2020 show or our spring 2021 show.
Okay.
So the idea then is to take the same cast and just do it a whole other time, just replace our whole thing. And hopefully everybody will be able uh, to make that time change.
Yeah. Yeah. This was one that they were looking forward to so much. Frozen is such a huge name, and I
Oh,
know that they had some extra requirements in order to even audition
Yes.
the show, that some of them have been looking forward to this for months and months just to be on the cast list for it.
Yeah, and normally we try and keep our cast 70, 75 max. This show filled up in registrations in a weekend.
Oh my gosh.
So, so we kind of pushed it up to 81, and that's kind of where we're staying with that. But that is a lot of kids for us. But it's worth it. It's a great show. We have a great directing team in staff, and all of them have agreed to, whenever we can put it on, the directors will all come back.
That's awesome. Oh, that's
So
so
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
that's a big deal. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see that so many organizations are doing everything they can to postpone and reschedule, as opposed to just canceling things.
Yeah,
Especially things like this, where you have so many kids involved, and to be able to still give them that opportunity to perform, or for audiences to still have that opportunity to see that show they were looking forward to.
Yeah, it's
really
definitely a big one for us. It's a huge show. And we had, kind of in a unique position than most, than the schools around here who all put on musicals. We don't have to worry about someone, graduating, or, moving to middle school, moving to high school. We're able to do it with the same cast.
That's nice.
So that will be nice for us.
Mm-hmm.
Crossing our fingers, everybody can make it.
Yeah. Were your tickets on sale for that show already?
We had just opened it up to cast members.
Okay.
So nothing had even been deposited. So everything.
Okay, so not too many cats to stuff back in the bag.
No.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. So we're good there.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. I'm looking forward to that whenever it does happen. I'm sure.
Yeah. Thanks. So are we.
And we should just watch your website for more information about that once
Yep.
it's rescheduled and tickets go back on sale.
Yep. Watch our website. Watch our Facebook. We do a lot of stuff on our Facebook page. We have a email blast that we send out. So if anyone wants to be included on the email blast, just email me or Facebook message me or CMW, and we'll add you to that, and we will figure out when it is. But everybody should really check out our Facebook page right now.
Yeah.
Because one of the cool things that we're doing is we're trying to, this was a blow to all of the kids, right? Having to just stop, and everybody has stopped everything, and it's hard, especially for kids to process. So one of the things that we've started is we're calling it the CMW Living Room Concert Series.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And it's on Facebook, and we've had current cast members, past cast members, alumni who've graduated out of CMW altogether, directors, all submit little performances that they've done in their living rooms or homes.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And so if you can look at the hashtag CMW Living Room Concerts on Facebook, and you'll see a bunch of them, and they're adorable, from the little first and second graders doing some stuff to some of the teens have put on some really, really good videos, so they're cute and they're entertaining. So, and it's a way to kind of keep everybody attached and together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great idea. I look forward to looking through those. I didn't know you were doing that, so that's
they're really
so fun. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you know what your plans are for the summer, but you also do some camps, right? Would you like to talk about those at all?
Yep, we do. We have 3 summer camps for kids going into grade 1 through grade 8. And we hold them all at Lake Michigan College. So that's always nice, the Mendel Center. And right now we're going to go ahead and move forward. We've got registrations opening today, actually, for those. And we'll just, fingers crossed that we can go ahead and move forward. They're not until the first one's end of June, and then there's 2 in July for the summer workshops. The first one is going to be Lion King Kids.
Okay.
The second one is Seussical Kids, and the third one is Lion King Kids again. And kind of the cool thing about the summer workshops is they're all day for a week, 9 to 4. And then at the end of the week, we put on a whole like 35, 40-minute show. Like the kids memorize it all, and they memorize the dances and the songs and their words, and put on a whole show at the end of 1 week. And it's really, really cool to see.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And then is that your teen stock show, or is that separate?
Those are just summer workshops. And then the teen stock show, that is July 10th through the 12th, I think. And that is Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I'm a little more nervous about, because we like to start rehearsals beginning of May.
And that's the older kids, right? The ones who are more like junior high, high school age.
Yep, going into grade 7 through age 20.
Okay.
For that one. And then we'll also have another workshop for older kids. I think it's going into grade 6 through age 20. And that's kind of a musical theater intensive that we put on in collaboration with LMC for the older kids. And it's kind of an intensive on singing, dancing, acting, the whole 9 yards.
Cool. Okay.
And that is again 9 to 4 every day, and it ends with a showcase at the end of the week.
Well, that's exciting. My fingers crossed for you that this all clears up in time so that you can just be right back at it.
Yes. And things are uncertain, but we're just going to roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
If plans need to change, we will change them and figure out what we need to do to make the next thing happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any way that people can support you right now? Are you collecting donations through your website or?
Yes. So we're always accepting donations. We've got a donation button on our Facebook page, as well as our website, which is www.cmwonline.org.
Okay.
So you could donate either of those ways. You can always send us a check if you want. P.O. Box 69, Stevensville, Michigan 49127. And what we're going to need donation-wise, we are anticipating, with so many people being out of work for these next few months, we're anticipating a lot of our families being hit pretty hard financially. So we are expecting a lot of scholarship applications.
Okay.
Which is great. We've got a nice scholarship fund. But that would be very helpful. So if people can donate to our scholarship fund, it will help people who've been affected by all of these shutdowns and losing work, help those kids still be able to afford these fun workshops and camps in the summer. And we also
participate in the shows as well that you do in the fall, spring, or just the camps?
Both.
All of that.
The
okay.
Scholarship would be for everything. Mm-hmm. So we always need scholarship money. Like I said, we're anticipating kind of a heavier applications for scholarships, and we would like to be able to give as many as we can.
Sure.
And also our general fund, of course, always is looking for money. With the shutdown, we're hit with a couple of different things. We're going to lose the ticket income for this spring. And we've paid for a lot of the show so far, probably most of it. And we're going to have to pay a lot of it again. But also we're not going to get then the registration income that we get when we do it again.
Right. Yeah.
So we're kind of hit with a couple of things. We think that we're, making the best of it, and we will be fine, but we can always use a little extra. We are a nonprofit organization, and we will use it as best we can.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's such a great program, and it's just such a unique program locally that I moved here 6 or so years ago, and it was just so neat to see something like this where you have this extracurricular opportunity to be doing musical theater for these kids. They come from all over, all the different schools.
All over, all schools all over the county and even beyond. A lot of homeschool students as well. And one of the reasons that we started the CMW Living Room Concerts is, these kids develop such close relationships being in these plays. We become a little family, when for each play, and, most of the members of the family come along to the next one. but they're all from different schools, you know, so the only time they see each other is this, you know, once a week, you know, rehearsal. So to have that completely, you know, pulled away too, and we just want to make sure that everybody stays connected, and we all kind of just stay in good communication with each other.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, these connections are so important right now, and any way that the arts can do that,
Yes.
that's the goal. Whether it's the students sharing what they're doing at home, or us talking this way.
Yep.
I love it. So this is great. Well, thank you so much for talking to me
No
today.
problem. Thanks for
Um,
having me on, Grace.
of course, I'll encourage people again to go to cmwonline.org.
That's correct.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
And then say the hashtag again for your living room.
Sure. It's hashtag CMW Living Room Concerts.
Wonderful. All right. And that's on
A
Facebook.
bunch of videos.
Okay. Great. Well, thanks again. I hope to see
No
you in
problem.
person soon.
All right. Thanks.
Great. Bye.
Bye.